Auction time. This is the 8. Let's see who shows up first. Hello, hello, everybody. Alrighty. Alan's first. Yeah, I'm late tonight, though. You've probably been waiting for a long time. I apologize. George Winstead. Hey. Jesse's here. Yo. So cool. Yeah, I'm late. Yep. So I'm going to be doing some obsidian tonight. Hopefully no one will ask me what I'm knapping, because it'll be obvious. I got the heater running because it didn't warm up in here. I had the heater going before I got in here for about 2 hours, but it didn't heat up. It's like 35 degrees in here. Yeah, just above freezing. Ferdo Joe, Bushy's here. Ronald is here. Hey, storm tomorrow. Yeah, I'm all ready for the storm tomorrow, which means I got my food and water. And I'll probably, if we lose power, I'll go to my neighbor's house. Yeah.
Can you let me in? It's too cold and I'm shivering and there's no power.
I think he has a generator. Yeah. If not, I'll just go knocking on doors and say, I'll pay you for, staying. You got an extra room or a couch? I'm out of luck. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be stormy enough to knock out the power, so I'm not that worried. I just stocked up on my food and water. So I don't have to go anywhere for about 3 days. Yeah. Let's see. Bushy says I cut 18 Christmas trees today. Dang it. How much you get per Christmas tree? Let's see. Let me see. Where am I? Let me see where I am live. There I am live. I got me a propane Mr. Buddy heater. Yeah, I got a propane heater, but it's not a Mr. Buddy. It's just one of those cheap things that you stick on top of the propane tank, and it has a burner on it. It's not a fancy setup. It's just something you attach to the top of the propane tank, hook it up and turn it on, and it blows heat straight up. I don't want anything complicated. Jesse says, I was just going to check out the auction, and Sal just posted his post-heat treat results. He posted his post-heat treat? I feel sorry for all the new people that don't know what this lingo means. Mark from Brady, Texas. You're from Brady? Mark Roberts. Did I see you at the Knapping in Brady? If not, you got to go to the Knapping in Brady. If you live in Brady, you have no excuses. Unless, you have this thing about not being around people, then I'll give you some slack. I'll cut you some slack if you're allergic to people. Yeah. Keith is here. Hello, everyone. I've been hunting and camping in my tent, plus my iPad has been out for service all month. Oh, dang. Bill Taylor, hello, everybody. Keith says, Patrick, I have a big package I'm sending out to you, and you have to unbox one Friday night on live stream, if you will. Oh, yes, I'll do it. I will unbox. Do I have any unbox? I don't have any unboxings right now. Good thing. I didn't plan on unboxing right now, but yeah, I will do yours on the live stream. Jim Main is here. Mike Mason's here. $20. The old one's not perfect. Yeah, I got a propane heater, so I'll be all set. I was just joking about that. The only thing that'll happen to us is maybe the pipes will freeze, but I've got water. In the basement, for some reason, my basement stays warm. So that helps. The pipes have never frozen yet. Okay, so let's get started. I don't know what this is, except obsidian. I don't know if it's a triple flow or some kind of buttery. I think it's a buttery type of obsidian. I can't wait. This is my favorite stuff here. Black butter. That's my current favorite. Let's put it that way. I have favorites depending on the time of year and depending on my mood. But so far, my favorite is, well, currently, my favorite is buttery obsidian. Yeah. It might change in the future, but right now that's what it is. And people have been asking for me to knap obsidian, so here we go. Oh, I gotta put my gaiters on. That'll give more people time to show up. Well, I don't know. It's not like a regular live stream. I mean, not like a regular video. This is a doom scrollers live stream. If it's in a vertical format, it gets shown to people who are just looking at short videos and doom scrolling. So it doesn't really matter what I do. I don't have to worry about that. On my other live streams, I had to worry about what people are going to be liking. Anyway, here we go. Hey, everybody. New guys, hello, everybody. Jim Cooper's here, first snow of the year outside. Cool. So I'm knapping obsidian. Oh, it does look buttery, and it's not a triple flow. Oh, I think I know who I got this from. I'm not saying because I don't want that person to get harassed.
Where do you get it? I want butter. I want obsidian butter.
No, you don't get none. No. You don't get none. Oh, look at that. It's almost sparkly. Stone stalkers? What you talking about, Fred? We got a new guy named Fred in the chat. Keith is here. And Jesse with the $5 super chat. Black Butter Fund. Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you. Don't mind if I do. I will spend it on black butter because it does things like this. What does it do? Little bitty platform, big results. For you new guys, obsidian's a whole different ball game with them turtlebacks, schmurtleback. Nope, no problems at all. No, see that? The buttery obsidian goes turtleback, schmurtleback. No problems. Little bitty platform, and it was only like a 5-ounce bopper, 8-ounce bopper. Yeah, that's a sweet piece. I know it is, isn't it? Yeah. If I don't mess it up. Let's see what it does. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, all you guys that are wanting to see high performance knapping, it's much easier to do with obsidian, and especially this type. What type is it? It's my favorite type. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you where to get it, who to get it from, because we want to have this stash last forever. Or this sweet honey hole of obsidian to last forever. We don't want no rock hounds going in there and taking it all the first day. Yes, so nice. No issues and no tissues, says Alan. Exactly correct. You are exactly correct. I get all giggly. Yep, and act like a fool. Hey, Gary's here. Let the show begin. Gary's here. We can now begin the show. Yes, yes. He has given us the go-ahead to continue with the show. Oh, I got to be careful. If I hit it too hard, it gets all smashy. Yeah, I got to watch out. Oh, yes. Okay. We don't want to get it all smashed up. So how many arrowheads so far? I can make arrowheads out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably get 2 arrowheads out of that because I got to get the turtle back off of that. I might even nap this on video just to show you how to nap one of these on this video. Can I make it? This is too curved for an arrowhead. Yeah, that's a crud flake. I can make an arrowhead out of that. So for those of you who wonder what I save this type of stuff, but I throw away this type of stuff. Because it's either too curved, too narrow, too weird. These are crud flakes. This one I might be able to make a teeny arrowhead out of. See, there's a lot of very small obsidian arrowheads in the archaeological record. Now, I don't know why they made them small, because there was plenty of obsidian to make large arrowheads. But there's a lot of small arrowheads out there made of obsidian. Let's see. Whole cluster strike, says Fred. Jesse says, I got some opaque stuff from A-Money that flaked like that. Yes. I think we know who you are talking about. Yes, yes. A-Money. We're not going to say where it came from. Nope. Anything that's too good, we're not going to advertise it. No. I got showered with flakes on that one. That's why I'm wearing 2 gloves, because the flakes come backwards. I mean, they shoot backwards sometimes. They fly backwards. What do we got here? Is that a meteorite? I wish you could nap meteorites like this. Yeah. Meteorites are usually metal, dude. They're not volcanic glass. This is volcanic glass. Not listening. Someone's not listening in the class, in the back of the class. Let's see. Ronald says, Jack, how do you rate mahogany obsidian for napping? I nap it in the top 5, in my opinion. It's very snap and half-ish, so it's not for beginners, but I like working it anyway. Yeah. It's not as good as triple flow or some of the clear obsidians. Of course. And it's very snap and half-ish, and it feels like you're napping plastic or something, so it's kind of weird. And it's not for beginners, but I still like it because for some reason I'm able to thin it down easily and notch it easily. But you ask other people and you ask 3 people, you get 3 different answers on the mahogany obsidian. It's an acquired taste. I've seen a guy with a huge nodule of mahogany obsidian nap it down to nothing and get nothing from it except flakes like this.
He says, I didn't want little flakes like that. I want a big blade.
He bought a big old chunk of a mahogany obsidian. It was probably like 10 inches long. This was many years ago. I watched him nap it down to nothing. He didn't get anything out of it except flakes like this. Yeah. So
he says, oh, that's why I'm never going to do that again. Stupid mahogany obsidian. Stupid.
So you'll get 3 different answers from 3 different people. For example, I'm sure you'll get 5 different answers from 5 different people. Gary says, nice big woods buck. Somebody got a buck. Someone's going to get a haircut. Bushy says, another 10 point yesterday in the party. Dang. You guys are having a good year over there, Bushy. Yes, you are. It's awesome. Oh, yes, I like those. What are those? Those are leva or la 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 flakes. Those are la 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 flakes. Yeah. Leva. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Where do we go from here? Well, we have to make something nice without wasting too much of it. I don't know what's... See, what's strange is that you can make wide points from obsidian, but in the archaeological record, they're all narrow. So what's up with that? All these obsidian resources with huge blocks of obsidian out in California and Oregon, and then they're making narrow points. Narrow. And a lot of times they're not even that nice. They're all kind of wonky. Narrow, wonky points from these huge, gigantic pieces of obsidian. You can do some amazing things with obsidian, but the Native Americans, the only thing they would do with them that was out of the ordinary was make big dance blades. That's it. They didn't. I don't see many eccentrics made from obsidian. You know, like the Mayan eccentrics made of chert. I don't see many of those made of obsidian in North America. It's a mystery to me. Maybe someone can fill us in. Dawkinstein is here. Hey, Sal. Dang it, I always miss out on the free stuff. Yeah. Everybody misses out on the free stuff because they don't get any.
Didn't you get this for free?
Yeah, don't tell nobody. I wasn't going to tell nobody. Yeah, very generous people supply the channel so I can nap it on video. Yeah. All right, so what do we got? We've got a biface. This is the first part. The easy part's done. Now it's starting to get difficult. So let's clean this up. First stage is over. The fun is over, okay? Let the suffering begin. For you new guys, there's only 20 watching. Anyways, there's no new guys. Well, maybe one or two. Usually we got about 100 by now, so I don't know what's going on. People are shopping, I guess. It doesn't matter. It makes it easier for me to talk to people. What rock is this? This is obsidian. It's volcanic glass, and I believe this one is from Oregon. This particular type. I'm not quite sure though. Somebody gave me this stuff as a gift. A whole box of buttery obsidian. What we call buttery. Because the way it naps. Sam says, watching the snowfall in Indiana. Yeah, we're going to get that snow tomorrow. Let's see, I wanted to get me some of that. It says Leo. So this is Arrowhead stuff. Yes, Mr. Jim is here. 134 with 30 likes. Yeah, people don't know where the like button is. That's okay. I don't care. If you want to smack the like button, once you find it, definitely smack it because it misbehaves. Yeah. It's all hidden. It's hard to see. Oh, I keep forgetting, you can double tap the screen while you're scrolling. Just double tap the screen. And it likes it. You don't need to find the like button. I keep forgetting you don't need to find the like button. Yeah, just double tap the screen. Or get someone else to double tap it. Yeah. So this is obsidian, which is volcanic rock, volcanic glass. It naps like glass, but it's a little bit better than glass because it's more fun. It's more rock-like than glass. Glass just reminds you of broken trash. But this does not remind me of broken trash. I mean, I'm talking for myself. Glass kind of reminds me of napping trash, which is fine. But this is a little bit more in tune with primitiveness. Yeah. Oh, so nice. See those long flakes with hardly any effort. It's amazing. I don't know why you guys had trouble with obsidian. I've had so many people say,
I can't nap it. It's every time I even touch the base of it, it snaps in half. I just look at it weird, it snaps in half. I leave it alone for a few minutes and it walks off and it snaps in half. I mean, I can't get it to stop snapping in half. Yeah. It's stupid.
Yeah, I know. You just got to leave it thick in the middle. And then it snaps in half less.
I don't ever leave it thick in the middle. That's the first part that I thin down, dummy.
Yeah, I know. That's why it snaps in half. You don't thin down the middle first. Jesse says, using microwave kiln, I fused half and half green and brown bottle glass, so there's a hope. Melting glass beads, clear brown and black to make an artificial triple flow. Yeah, do that. I'm in front of people. You're going to make me smile, Mike says. You're in front of people, Mike? Get yourself a little tablet and sneak off into a separate room. I have a tablet that I never use. But if I was around people, I'd just grab that and sneak off. So I can watch stuff without no interruptions. All right. Let me see. I hate interruptions. It's an autism thing. Yeah. So what am I doing? I'm trying to take my own advice and thin down the ends first and make everything less wonky for the thinning flakes, because we're getting into the hard parts. It's starting to be the hard part. Yeah. Some people find this to be the easy part. I don't know. I have no idea how they think this is the easy part. This is where all the mistakes happen if you're not careful. Yeah, and some people say the opposite. They say the first stage, getting it to this part is where all the mistakes happen.
If I can just get a biface, I can get it done, but I can never get a stupid biface.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Me, I can get bifaces, no problem. It's the thinning it down that's the hard part. Let's see. Ezra says, what flavor of tism you got? I have autism. I also have a new word that I made up, which is I have flipdexia. It looks okay like this, but if I flip it, it looks off and unbalanced, on the outline. And with notching, I have fliplexia. It's a form of dyslexia. Does that count as a tism? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty common, I guess. A lot of people will do that. They'll make it look nice and symmetrical, so they think, and then they flip it over and it's no longer symmetrical. But they flip it like that, it's symmetrical, and then they flip it again, it's not symmetrical. That's fliplexia. Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to smooth out the surface and get the lumps out. This is getting more and more difficult because it's getting thinner and thinner, and my options start to decrease on what I can do. The range of mobility as far as what I can get away with becomes very narrow. I can't get away with stuff when it starts to get thin. I've got to stay within a very narrow range, and it can be exhausting just trying to make sure you don't deviate from that very narrow range of angles. All right, so the first stage of thinning is over, so let's clean up again. I'm going to intentionally divide this into stages. Okay. Each stage gets more and more difficult. All right, so you saw the first stage. If you were here from the beginning, you saw me make the biface from that nodule. I removed the turtle backs, and I got a biface. That's the easy part. And then now I thinned it down a little bit. First stage thinning, it got it, kind of smoothed out. Basic shape. Took off some more flakes, but they weren't major flakes. Now it's getting more difficult because I had to thin it down further and think about what I'm going to make from it. I should have already had something in mind, like they did back in the day. But also back in the day, they only made one type of point, so they always had that point in the back of their mind anyway. So. But us these days, we got to think of, all right, what does this look like? The advantage of the teardrop shape is you can make almost anything from this shape. Once you start with this shape, you can make almost anything from it. Let's see. Buckskin. Marty's here. I got my phone fixed today, though. I cracked the screen on Thanksgiving. Ben Sester says, obsidian? Yep. This is obsidian. See, people can guess what this is. It's not like the, cherts. They have to ask.
What is it? It looks like, I don't even know.
Yeah, with this you can see that it's obsidian. Right? Hopefully you can tell this is obsidian. Everybody, even the new guys. I'm at a stage where I've got to thin it down and figure out what I'm going to do. All right, we're going to lose about 100 people when I look in the book. Well, there's still, yeah, watch. You watch. I'm not napping. I'm going to look in the book, and I'm going to lose 100 people. All right, so that's okay. What is wide? Cascade, shoulder. These are actual size illustrations of real artifacts. This is called the Overstreet Identification and Price Guide to Indian Arrowheads. Buy it. You will not regret it, but do not spend more than $40. $40. Okay, someone correct me if the price has gone up, but I don't think it's more than $40 for these things. Last time I saw it was like $36. All right, so I'm looking for something made of obsidian. It has FW for Far West. The Far West is mostly obsidian stuff in this book. Look at how small these little things are. This is actual size, okay? Look how small these are. They could have been making beautiful things out of obsidian. These are obsidian here, okay? Look at them. They're all wonky. These are real artifacts. They're called Contra Costa. Yeah. See how wonky these are? You can make beautifully, perfectly symmetrical stuff out of obsidian. And look what they did. Of course, when you find these, you go, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't stand it. It's so wonderful. But if I try to make one of these and sell it, or just display it at a Knapping, they'll go, wait a second. Did you make that? Or did your kid make that? No, I made it. But why would you do that? Well, it's to imitate a artifact. But you made it? Yes, I made it. Okay. I'll give you like $2 for it. But if it was real, it's worth 2,000. Yeah. Some people say, you better stop with that shtick. I don't like that when you say that. When you say that the real ones are beautiful, but if you try to imitate them, they look all ugly and they're only worth $2. I hate that, dude. Gotta quit that. I do it because you hate it. Yeah. All right, so there. What else we got? I'm looking for a large blade. Did we lose 100 people yet? Oh, we lost 20 people. Look at all these made of obsidian, little bitty ones. Little bitty arrowheads. These Eastgates. Ah, there's a big one. What is this called? The Elko? I didn't know Elkos came in this size. Wait a second. I can make an Elko. Yeah. I'll just do an Elko like this. Yeah. I didn't know Elkos were that big. We'll just make one like this. Haha. Okay. Yes. Well, I can't see it. Some people think I napped through the viewfinder, but this is the goal here, okay? Which means I gotta flatten this base, which means I'm gonna lose length on it. I'll try to lose the minimum amount of length. Yeah. Hey, John Jones says hi. Jeremy says, edition 15 is on sale for $100 or more. I wonder why I gave $29.99. Don't buy it if it's $100 or more. That's ridiculous. That's a ripoff. It's a scam. Do not spend more than $40 on the latest edition. You can find the latest edition for $40 or 30 some bucks. They're not that expensive. They might be on back order, but you can get them cheap compared to that. Let's see. The newest edition of Overstreet is about $45 at Books A Million. Mac Bales, see, he knows. $45, that latest version at Books A Million. Remember that. Okay, Books A Million. Elijah says, just use an angle grinder. Who's got the autism now, me or you? You don't use angle grinders on this? Or maybe you're not talking to me. I'll just assume you weren't talking to me. Tommy says, I checked Books A Million here. All their Arrowhead books are online. Yeah. Edward got one for $19.99. See, there you go. If you see this stupid book for $100, you're gonna get ripped off. We should report those people for scamming us. Let's see. Hey, Red Eyed Patriot is here. Fake Take says, nice piece, bro. Thanks. It's going to become one of these. It's going to become that one. I just got to figure out how to not lose too much of this base. I think I'd rather lose width, right? Yeah, I think I'd rather lose the width. But that's still too narrow. See, I don't want to take too much off the base because then you lose a lot of length. Oh well. I have to make it to spec. That's why making it to spec is wasteful. Yeah. That's why they wasted a lot of material back in the day. And some people don't like me saying that either. But if you make one specific type of point, you're gonna waste some material because not all the material is the same shape. You know, you start with natural shapes. And it's not going to match the shape of the arrowhead. Rocks don't want to be arrowheads. Manuel says hi. Hello. Jeremy says Amazon has a listing right now for $100. Crazy. Just trying to catch somebody that don't know any better. Yes, I know. They're scamming you. Or scamming us. You're too smart for that, but I'm saying they're scamming us. Yeah, Steven says, I got all my books off of eBay and tools cheap. Yes, very good. What are you using for your braiding stone? This is a grinding wheel. It used to be part of a grinding wheel for a bench grinder, but industrial grade. I mean, these things were huge. A friend of mine gives me these. These things are huge, and these are coarse grit. Now, you can get an abrader or grinding wheels for bench grinders at Harbor Freight for very cheap, and they're white like this. This is from Harbor Freight. You just break these into pieces, and you can use these for abraders. But this I get from a friend of mine who gets it from his job. When these things wear out, he'll just bring it home and break it into pieces, and he'll give me some of these. These are very coarse grit. I like the coarse grit. Let's see, Derry X Winkler, Derixel Winkler says hi. Let's see, very cool idea. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. Let me see. I can see the chat better if I use the phone. Yeah. Let's see. Is it A-Star V1? Is that a candle for a sub to make oxygen? You guys, you're in the wrong place. This is the weird side of YouTube. A-Star. This is the weird side of YouTube. You're in the wrong place. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, Books A Million has that book right there, the Indian Overstreet, or the Overstreet Guide to Indian Arrowheads, whatever. Well, let's see. Damon Crowfeather's here. He's running late, but he made it. Awesome. Graylin is here. Lee Steinmeier. Tommy Anderson, where's that flint type from? I'm not knapping flint. It's obsidian. Teemu is a scam, says Ben. Yes, yeah, I never buy anything off of Teemu, but I know some of these guys. I think Ed buys a lot of stuff off Teemu and gets good deals. I think that's where he gets his good deals. What is that? All right. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm checking the chat, because the purpose of these live streams is to communicate with the people in the chat, so you can, talk with the video person. Buckskin NYB Marty gave me $1.99 super chat, and he says the KRF points are labeled wrong in the auction. Oh man, I gotta fix it. Dang it. Let me see. Where's my auction? Okay, so the KRF points. 07 is Angostura. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're right. And then let me do this newest. So Angostura. 1250. That one's supposed to be the Elko. Edit. How did I get that wrong? I better not have my list incorrect. So that's the Elko style point on 07. And then this one here, 08, is the Angostura. Yes. All right. Thanks, Marty. I don't know how I got that one wrong. Angostura. Hopefully no one is bidding on the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say thanks to Marty because he caught that. That's a good catch. So I'm going to put a like on all the bids that I see. I got an auction running right now. And yes, you can leave. Everyone that doesn't know what's going on can leave. I'm going to lose 100 people. That's fine. You can just scroll somewhere else. Besides, a lot of you guys are not here, not supposed to be here. You're looking for other types of videos and you stumbled upon this and you write some weird stuff in the comments. I have no idea what you're talking about. Nobody else knows what you're talking about. So you're on the wrong weird side of YouTube. Yeah. This is the weird side of YouTube, but some of you guys are on the wrong side of the weird side. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm dulling the edges for the next series of flakes, which I can't goof around when I'm doing this. This is getting harder and harder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this point up here, and I still have to take a lot more off the base, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay. So, who do we got? Ed Gould. I don't care for doctors or their profession. Let's see. What are we talking about here? Let me get back to. I want to see. Where am I live? Where am I live? This one. Okay, so what do we got? Somebody needs to go see a doctor. Ed? Jeremy, what up? Okay, so here we go. Who showed up? Who showed up and then the neighborhood went down the tubes? Who is it? Clint? Yeah. What's up, Clint? Mike says, that reminds me, I mean to apologize to Patrick for trolling him about the treating bones, but I can't deny I have pulled bones out of pork chops that I could shank a brick with. Dang, I don't know what that means, but I don't know what it means to shank a brick. That probably says something really bad. Here, Lurch McCoy, right? That's what you are, Lurch McCoy? What the heck am I looking at? This is Flintknapping, okay? You need to, you took a wrong detour, you know, like when you go into some sort of backwoods campsite, or you're looking for a campsite. You see this, you're on the highway, you need to camp somewhere, and you see the little sign that says campsite. So you take it. Oh, there's a campsite. You drive down the road, and you all of a sudden you hit a dirt road, and then there's a sign for the campsite, and you go there, and it says closed for the season or something weird. That's what happened to you with this live stream. You were looking for a campsite, and you ended up in somebody's backyard. So go back out, get back on the highway, and you'll be fine. Let me see here. Oh, someone's waiting for his wife to... Ed, you're waiting for your wife to recover from her surgery? Are you in the ER? Let's see. Oh, she's been sick in recovery and they won't let her go. Hasn't eaten anything since yesterday? That's not good. Fallen skater, I'm just here for the multi-screen dimension. Well, there you go. It's infinite. Yeah. Infinity is real. How do I know? I just showed you. I just showed you infinity. And you don't... Some people think,
No, infinity is not real, dude. That's something they say in science fiction novels. There's no proof. There's no proof of infinity.
oh yeah? Look. Watch. This is infinity. See this? Watch. It's unfolding before your eyes. This will go on forever. Yeah, see that? Phone after phone after phone after... That'll go forever for infinity. That's how I know it's real.
No, dude, it's not real.
Yeah. Not even with proof in front of their face will they admit it. Okay. All right, so what I'm doing is a difficult thing. So don't... If it looks easy, that's fine. But it's not easy. Okay? All right. Yeah. See, I've got an area right there that's going to give me trouble. Look at that. Look at how nasty that is right there. Dang it. Luckily, this has a sharp tip. Like, see that? I'm doing this one. It has a sharp tip on it. So luckily, that's going to go away. So let's just do it. Let's just start making it very pointy. But not too pointy at this stage because I don't want to break the tip off while I'm doing something else down here. All right. Mr. Jim says mushrooms. Okay, what do we got going on in the chat? What in the wide, wide world of mushrooms we got going on in the chat? Okay, did I get it out? Did that work? Did you see what I did? No? It's okay. If you didn't see what I did, it's okay. That's what always happens.
Wait, what did I miss? What was it? What did I miss?
Don't worry, just go back to your sandwich. Don't worry about it. You worry too much. Yeah. Go back to your sandwich or your donut or whatever. Coffees and cakes. Go back to your coffees and cakes. I'm not making fun of you. Yeah. We're laughing with you. Yes. Yes, we are. It's not just me. Yeah. It is just you, dude. You're talking to yourself. I mean, you got an audience and you're talking to yourself, dude. Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how that works? I don't know why I do that. I need to go to therapy. Yeah. That's the way it goes. You know, flintnappers are weird. We like stuff like this. Yeah, we like this kind of stuff. It almost looks like a snapping turtle. Reminds me of, or a turtle swimming through the water. I don't know why. One of those long neck turtles, whatever you call those. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm trying to thin it. Everything is thinning right now, okay? Some of the new guys are going, wait a second. You're going too fast and you're not explaining it. And I don't see any archaeological explanations. It's so off the cuff that it's cringy. It's super cringy, dude. I can't stand it. Yeah, I know. I do it on purpose. Yes, I do. For entertainment. Someone's got to be entertained, and it might as well be me. Yes. Okay? All right. I was looking up the other day, why do people get on social media? Why are they even here scrolling and stuff? There's the number one reason is entertainment. Yeah. So they want to be entertained. That's why people are on social media. That's why I'm on social media right now. I'm gonna do what entertains myself. Yeah. I'm trying to distract myself from how difficult this is. I tried to do it nice and neatly, but look at that. And it's some of my favorite material. This is awesome stuff. I'm gonna have to slow down and just pick at it little by little. Hey, Mike Tufts is here. I missed his entrance. HIS Tube says, who you stabbing with that? Why does it have to be a who? Couldn't it be a it? I'm stabbing an it with it, not a who. Yeah. I'm gonna find me some AI and stab the AI. Apparently everyone hates it. Hates AI, so let me know where I can get some AI so I can stab it. Yeah. It's not a who, dude. You're in the wrong spot. All these people are in the wrong spot. Can't you see that, can't you see that there's arrowheads in the background? That's why I put the book there. You can't see that? People look right at that and they go, where am I? What is this? These are arrowheads. Maybe I should use this hand. Arrowheads. That's where you are. You're in the land of arrowheads. Yeah. You can figure it out by yourself. I mean, right or no? Who can't figure that out? They're just asking the questions just to be weird. Where can I buy obsidian rock? Says Garo MX. You can buy obsidian rock on Facebook. That's the easiest place. But there's guys in the chat that'll sell you some obsidian rocks. Yeah, the chat is a resource. It's not a place where you go to argue and polish up your dork skills. It's so you can make contact with people that have resources. No, man, I want to practice my dork skills. Yeah. No, that's not what the chat's for. That's what Reddit is for. Go to Reddit. Yeah, you can practice up your dork skills over there. Let's see. What else we got on the chat? I'm not going to read some of this. We got 147 people. I'm never going to have as many people watching as Jake. I don't think. Yeah. I start goofing around and automatically get shadow banned. Yeah. YouTube doesn't like humor or something. I don't know what it is.
That's not humor, dude. You're just mental.
Okay, fine. All right. I guess I deserve it. All right. Did I do it? Yes, are we getting somewhere? Hopefully. This can get really crackly and crunchy. I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought this was going to be easier than this. I went down to a smaller diameter rod. This is 5/16 instead of the 3/8. I thought it was going to be a little easier, but no. It's still being very crackly. What time is it? I've been on for 54 minutes. Okay, we still got an hour, okay? So you got time to make dinner if you're not interested too much in what we're talking about right now. You can come back in a little bit. Make some dinner. The live stream ends at 8 p.m. Eastern. I have an auction going on. It's not a live auction. It's just a video with items for sale. And you bid in the comments section, and I announce the winners at 9 p.m. Because one of the, I haven't seen it yet, but somebody's going to ask me,
Do you sell that, dude? Is that for sale?
and no, not tonight, but I probably will sell it, yes, but not tonight. This thing. But I do have other items for sale if you want to look. You don't have to bid or you don't have to buy anything. Just if you're curious to what I sell, you can look at the auction. It's another video on my channel. I'm getting, yeah, I have the fliplexia really bad because a little while ago this looked symmetrical, but it's not. So let me see. Is that better? Kind of, sort of. Kelly Williams says, this is a neat talent. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. At least somebody likes it. I can't remember what the other guy was asking. Anyway, yeah. I'm glad you like it. Most people that wander in are in the wrong place. Yeah. Somebody came in just to see the phones. When I was checking the chat, I used my phone. He was just here for that. To see the infinity. Yeah. So if you're here to see infinity, just let me know in the comments and I'll show it to you. Yeah. All right, so you do see the book, right? All you new guys. So we got like the people come in and out, and I get 100, and then they drop out, and I get another 100 people, and they drop back out. Every once in a while, I gotta remind people. See, this is what is going on here. We're trying to make an arrowhead. Yeah. And I use the term "we" because there's energies. There's energies in the air, and we need to do it together. Yes. See, when it starts to get thin, it does that. At least with me, that's what signals. Yep, it's getting too thin to do what you want. Yep. Yep. It takes a bite out of the edge because it's getting too thin to do what I want. I want big gold flakes. Yeah. And see, all these flakes are from this process. I can use those over there for other things, like little bitty arrowheads. Is it warm up in here yet? It's almost warm in here. I got the heater going. When I review these videos, I don't like to hear the heater sound. So as soon as it warms up enough, I'm turning that heater off. Yeah. Sort the beaker, your hands and brain, that's it. MIDI doctors, pressure flaking ever? Yeah, I'm going to do pressure flaking toward the end. But if you want to see pressure flaking on this kind of stuff, I have other videos. It's not just live stream. I have over 2,000 videos on my channel. Yeah, don't forget to double tap the screen. It causes it to like it, right? And maybe if you double tap again, you can unlike it in case you make a mistake. Yeah. I keep forgetting that you can just double tap the screen. I was giving some people an excuse to not like the button, not like the video because they can't find the button. But that's not an excuse anymore because YouTube just allows you to tap the screen twice and like it that way. Some people might be saying, why don't you use a bopper like this to shape the obsidian, dude? It's better. That's what Jake does. He just bops it. Yeah, he's the master bopper. What are you? The master sticker? You just use a stick? Yeah, it's called an indirect percussion rod. That's what I'm the master sticker. There's different ways to do this. Yeah. I choose to do it this way. Because I like it. Yeah. It's the way my mama raised me. Yeah. Yeah. She didn't raise no bopper user. Nope. Oh, come on. This is not doing it. I might not like this stuff anymore. Okay, here we go. I knew you could do it. I knew the stone could do it. It's in there somewheres. I know you had it in you. Oh, come on. Yes? Yeah. It's getting a little crunchy. It's really not that thin, and it's already getting crunchy. That's amazing. Amazingly bad. I'm trying to adapt. So I went from a 3/8 to begin with, this copper rod, and then I went to 5/16, and then back to 3/8. I might have to start using that bopper. Don't make me get the bopper out. You won't like it. I will make big mistakes if I have to get that bopper out. Don't make me do it. But if the bopper works better than this, I might have to. That wasn't bad. That was a good one. If they could all be like that, that'd be nice. Yeah. Here we go. I'm going to put this to the test here. See if we can get some consistent big flakes. No, it's not going to do it. The surface is just right. The edges are just right. It just doesn't want to run the long flakes. Yeah, everything's got to be perfect. That's why these things, this is usually cut into slabs, and they're napped with pressure flaking. Yeah. It's not that easy to do percussion on these. At least for me. Some people, they got the magic touch. They can do it, relatively easily. Did it do it? Yes. It's just, I don't know, in that wide area, it's not doing it. It's not going well in the middle. Yeah. Story of my life. Hey, MIDI Doctors, 2 pounds sterling. Nice channel. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's the first time I've seen English money in the super chat. Cool. It's later's night in the UK. Yeah, I can imagine. You're up late. Or is it, super early? Is that like an inclusion? What is that in there? You're messing up my whole game, dude. This little... What is it? I don't know what that is. Is that a crushed spot? It's a mistake. Yeah, I bet you that's just a mistake. It's getting It's getting to the point where I'm going to probably have to pressure flake the edge to get it to look right for more thinning. Yeah. It's thin enough for me to make that one right now. I can just shape it, but I want to get it a little bit thinner. Yeah. Might be a spot of quartz. Yeah, I think so. But I don't know. I've seen other pockets of weird stuff, and there used to be a guy in the comments section that knew what those are called. I keep forgetting because it's some kind of weird geologist terminology. Yeah. It hurts my brain when I hear geologists talk. Yeah. So I can't remember what they say. What? Never mind, dude. You worry too much. That's what I say. You're not supposed to say to me what I say to you. What? Nothing. Didn't say anything. All right. So what I'm going to do to get this thin down is to use some pressure flaking on the edge to improve it. You know, luckily I've gotten no more bites on the edge, but I'm having to grind it a lot, and it just gets it all wonky. So I'm going to have to get the pressure flaker out and make that nice and neat. Yeah. Some people out there might say, finally, we get to see some pressure flaking, because that's where real flint napping happens. Real flint nappings happens? Yeah, real flint nappings happens. Okay. So, what do I talk about while I'm pressure flaking? Because I don't like this part. I went and I worked out today, and I'm developing some more impingement in my shoulder. Yeah, it's all you guys' fault. I've been doing too much pressure flaking. Off camera, trying to develop techniques. Yeah. Trying to do notching and other stuff. It's all your fault. So I was working out today and I felt it. I'm going, dang it. I've been slacking on my workouts too. That's probably why. What's impingement, dude? Is that some sort of mental problem in your shoulder? Yeah, it's a mental problem in my shoulder. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just making this neater, and hopefully do one more thinning pass. It's a copyright impingement in your shoulder. Hey, what's your name? Skafor? You need to write my jokes. Yeah. Copyright impingement. Here you go. Speaking of copyright infringement, I was going to play some music in the background. Yeah. I was looking up free music. I can play free music in the background. I just got to copy and paste the credits. Yeah. In the when the video's over, I can copy and paste the credits for the free music into the description box or whatever. I should do that. Yeah. But you guys probably won't like the kind of music I like. That's the only problem. Mojo Mountain says phenocryst. That's a phenocryst. Yes, he knows. That's what you mean, right? That little inclusion. Or did you look up? Mr. Jim says elevator music, please. No elevator music. No. I used to sit in the doctor's office when I was little to get my allergy shots, and he would play elevator music. I mean, I don't know what it is about older doctors. He was already in his late 70s or something. Man, every week I'd go in for my allergy shots, and there would be the elevator music. It's sitting in the waiting room. Yeah, I think I developed an allergy to the elevator music, but there's no shots for that. I wish there was. Yeah. I'm allergic to elevator music nowadays. I developed an allergy to it. Let's see. Like some mall music? You'd like some mall music? What are we making here? Okay, someone tell Tweak Music what we're making. I got a phone call. I cannot answer. Hold on a second. Let me send a message because it's my son. Where am I? Hold on a second. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's see if that works. He might not get the little text. Anyways, yeah, I'm making what looks like a stone knife. This is obsidian, all right? And it's this one up here in the corner from this book is what I'm trying to make. Eventually, it'll look like this up here. It could look like any one of these, right? But I want to make this one up on top here. Buck wants you to play Fortunate Son. I don't know. I mean, you can't get permission to play that one on video. You gotta, I can get some free music, or as long as I give the musician credit. I know a few musicians on, I don't know them personally, but there's some on Instagram. Hey, someone became a member. Christian Trotter, 7777777. Awesome. Thank you. New member. Very cool. You're the first new member I've seen on a live stream. Like this kind of live stream in the vertical format. Other guys have become members on my other live streams that I used to do. So thank you very much. Awesome. Let's see. If you're here for obsidian only, you might be disappointed because I do all kinds of stuff. I don't do just obsidian, and I don't only do big pieces. This is a relatively big piece compared to what I normally do. I make little ones like these down here. Not like these big ones. I usually make little ones like this down here. Can you flint knap a battle axe for me? Says Unicorn Meat. Well, it looks like you're going to kill a unicorn with it. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to make you a battle axe if you're going to kill a unicorn for its meat. Nope. All right, let's see. I mean, like, this could be a battle axe, right? Depends on how big the unicorn is. If it's a little bitty miniature unicorn, this will work. You just smash it. You don't even need to cut. No, just smash. It's not that funny. I know it's not that funny. Talking about killing unicorns. Let's see here. Okay, Unicorn Meat says, I was just about to say I'm going hunting. Yeah, you don't want to hunt with this stuff. I know that obsidian is good for hunting, but I don't recommend this kind of stuff for an axe. For an arrowhead, yeah, and for a knife, it's fine. But for an axe, like a tomahawk or what they call tomahawks these days, Tomahawk's a modern invention, right? If you want to use obsidian for that, it's just like a one-shot deal. Yeah. You got to make what they used to make back in the day. The Aztecs and the Mayas, they knew how to use obsidian for weapons that look like swords and tomahawks. They don't just haft it like this to a stick. They embed the blades on a wooden club type thing. They embed the blades on the edge of that wooden club. That works. Not like this by itself. Okay? Just so you know. The guys in the chat, they already know. The guys that have already subscribed to my channel and have been long time subscribers and stuff, they know that tomahawks and battle axes made of obsidian are not science fiction, fantasy fiction. Yeah. All right.
Wait a second. I've been a subscriber for a long time. I didn't know that tomahawks were fantasy fiction.
Okay, now you know. All right, now you know. It's a modern invention. It's a tourist shop thing. That was good. Did you notice what I just did? I'm proud of myself. Yeah. Hopefully it'll work this next time too. Yes. Oh yeah. Much better. Oh, it feels so much quieter without that heater running in the background. I think that's why I'm doing better flakes. There's no heater noise. Yeah, that's got to be it. Because I don't know what happened earlier. No, dude, it's because you pressure flaked it. Well, that too. Yeah. Pressure flaking is really nice to clean up the edge. It does help a lot. Let's see. Pick out some of those. Obsidian is good about being able to be picked to get rid of some of that step fracturing. Of course, I'm not doing it right. Come on. I'll be able to get that later. Let's see. What do we got going on? Okay, the secondary thinning is pretty much done. Okay? So the next stage is coming up. The next stage is the sharpening and the shaping and the putting in the notches and stuff. Okay? So I just did the hardest part. Not breaking it when it gets this thin. Okay? Yeah. And if you're new, you don't know about my clean up my work area between each stage. Okay, so I'm going to pressure flake it some more to get the edge even straighter and to see if there's any other area that I can thin down. Mac Bale says the word tomahawk comes from the Algonquin language. Okay, the chat's going too fast. Hold on. Okay. What is this? Someone's going to have to boot some of these. Poop stick, you're in the wrong place, dude. What are you doing here? We don't chat with single letters. Okay? I don't know where you want it to go, where you can chat with single letters. I don't know what that means, but you're in the wrong place, dude. Wilderness Quest, hey, Wilderness Quest Outdoors, Jay Valente is here. I've been liking Arizona obsidian. It's more sturdy than other obsidians I've worked. Arizona obsidian. I don't think I have any of that. Well, if I do, it's just little bits. Heater noise. Yeah, I turned off the heater. Tomahawks made of obsidian are not fantasy fiction. They are real historic artifacts. Look it up, said Corbin. Tomahawks made of obsidian are not fantasy fiction? Yes, they are. I guarantee they are. Look it up. Yeah, when I look it up, I find tourist items. Mm-hmm. Unicorn Meat says, oh, I know that accent. You're authentic. So, I think I found people that are weirder than I am. Garo MX. I got a piece of golden obsidian shaped like a bar of soap. I'm not sure if I should make it into something or just leave it. Leave it. I got the piece at the Mayan pyramid shops. Golden obsidian shaped like a bar of soap. I would just try to chip a little bit and see how it works. If you can get a little bit of it chipped off, just make an arrowhead off the little flake. And just keep doing that. Tommy Taylor, Marty, my son just called. Okay, never mind. What else did I miss? Like a big flake machete. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm doing two things at one time. I'm showing you infinity, and I'm also trying to interact with the people that are watching. That's what live streams are for. Is for the video maker to interact with the people in the chat. Otherwise, I'll just make a regular video. I'm going hunting. I've watched just about every video and just found out about the membership. Thanks for teaching me how to nap. Hey, you're welcome, Christian. That makes me feel a lot better. Whenever I hear someone tell me that my videos taught them how to nap, it makes me feel like I hadn't wasted 15 years of my life. Just get someone to bang on Indian war drums for music. Oh, yeah. Can you play some prescription medication commercial music? That stuff is awesome. I have found people that are weirder than I am. Can you play your music? Okay. I don't know. I want to play some music in the background so badly because that's what that's what I'm doing these days when I'm not napping on video. I'll have some music in the background. Wait a minute. Where did the chat go? We're still on? Yeah, we're still live, but a lot of the chat has gone bye-bye. I can't go back that far. I used to watch all... The Fruck 7 says, I used to watch all the time about 5 to 7 years ago. Definitely one of my go-to to learn. Cool. Awesome. Poked is one of those. I'm one of them you taught. Hippie Mike. I'm very glad to hear that. Yes. Let's see. Corbin says, what, are you too scared to look it up? Dude, I've looked up so many things. You don't know how many thousands of things I looked up. You don't know me. You do not know me, Corbin. Yeah, I'm too scared to look it up. I'm scared. I don't want to push the buttons to look up the tomahawk. No, I'm too scared. Somebody's skinning a duck. Mike, you don't put that in the chat. We got weird people in the chat. They might think that's something else. Yeah. What's this channel about? Can you see this back here? See that? What are those?
Well, that's not what the channel's about.
If the channel wasn't about this, I wouldn't put that there. Fallen Fear 1. My brain is confused. Yeah. I know, my brain is confused too. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the chat, and you guys are confusing my brain. And now you're confusing Fallen Fur. Okay? You guys better stop doing that. Headhunter says, I wouldn't call you weird. Strange, maybe, but not weird. Well, thank you. That's reassuring. Yes, it is. Let's see here. Jay Valente says, Pat, your videos taught me how to nap. You and 2 other guys. Thanks, Jay. All right, so I think I caught up with the chat. What I was doing, I was looking for questions, right, before I go on to the next phase. I'm taking a pause on purpose. The next phase is going to be very difficult because it involves the final shaping. And if I need to take another thinning flake, it's very dicey because it can snap at any time now. This stuff is snapping halfish because it's very similar to mahogany obsidian. See, it's got some mahogany in it, but it's kind of speckly. So I'm assuming it's going to snap in half just like mahogany obsidian if I go any thinner than this. But I'm going to be pressure flaking, and I'll be talking smack and stuff, you know, during the pressure flaking because I don't like pressure flaking because it gives me impingements. If you missed it earlier, I was talking about impingements, shoulder impingement. Yeah. And then someone said something about copyright impingement. That was funny. All right. So, and then I wanted to play some music in the background, but I got caught up in reading the weird comments. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I was looking for more weird comments because some of them are pretty good. Anyways, I don't know if these guys are serious or what. On these kind of live streams, half you guys are in the wrong spot. Yeah. I don't know what you were looking for, but I guarantee it wasn't this. Wait a second. I'm in the wrong spot on the screen. I guarantee a lot of you guys, this is not what you were expecting or looking for. You thought this was mahogany obsidian? It's similar, but it's not as weird as mahogany obsidian. Mahogany obsidian is a lot more delicate than this. Yeah. And this doesn't feel as much like plastic as the mahogany. I don't know about every, but I'd say there are varieties within varieties. Every type of obsidian has varieties. Like if I were to call this black butter, not all black butter obsidian is the same. If I were to call this mahogany, not all mahogany obsidians are the same. So you can't really put one label on it. I don't know. It's very difficult to tell people what the characteristics of the stone are and then expect that to help them. It's very difficult to convey the idea that rocks are different from each other, and it might look like this is easy to nap or difficult to nap, and it can deceive you on video. This is flint knapping. It's not like other crafts. Everything is variable, and everything is a risk and a gamble. And flint knapping is more like a sport than a craft. Okay? It requires a lot of practice where you would think it would be easy. You know, like playing baseball, you would think that hitting the ball would be easy. How difficult can it be to hit the ball in baseball, for instance? Well, when he starts to shoot it, pitch the ball very fast, it's almost impossible to hit it. It doesn't seem that way because some people make it look easy. Same in flint knapping. You don't know that the guy has been practicing hitting the baseball for 20 years, let's say, since he was the age of 10, and now he's 30 playing in the big leagues. They make it look easy. Yeah, he's been doing it for 20 years. I've been doing this for about 15 years. So I think you get the idea. Right or no? And some people, they understand there's different types of obsidian. So it might look like a certain type that they've seen before, and they've done the research, and they think they know. But unless you're knapping it yourself, you really don't know the consistency of the material. Every piece is different. Like this one here, it's got that little, whatever you call it. I can never remember that name. It's got that weird thing in there. I can't remember the name. But it does not make me a better napper to know what that's called. Some people think that it does.
You don't even know what that's called, dude, and you've been napping 15 years? What kind of napper are you? You're so ignorant.
That kind of attitude. I don't need to know what that's called to nap it out of there. It does not make me a better napper to know what it's called. So I don't really pay too much attention to that stuff. But if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't. It just does not make you a better flint napper. Unlike the spectators they're thinking, if he doesn't know what it's called, I don't know if I should take this guy seriously. Yeah. Don't tell nobody what. He doesn't even know what that's called. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for him. Yeah. It's okay. I don't care. Let's see. Poked says that's an ass pocket. Yeah. You misspelled that on purpose, didn't you? Yes, you did. It's becoming more and more of an ass pocket as we go along. Look at that. It's not supposed to, especially not when it's being thinned down. It's not supposed to do that. Yeah. Story of my life. These defects. Right during the most difficult part of the napping, these defects are rearing their ugly heads. Come on. I need to turn the heater back on. I'm starting to shiver. It's getting down into the 30s again. What temperature is it outside? This is ridiculous. Oops. Oh, no wonder. It's 26 degrees out right now. No wonder it cools down so fast. Let me turn the heater back on. Yeah, if I start shivering during this operation, forget it. I feel like I'm in a walk-in cooler right now. Hey, Noah Merritt. Hello. You made it, Noah. Let's see. I think it's almost time for me to end the live stream, or is my clock not correct? Yeah, it's almost time for me to end the live stream. In fact, it's 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when I'm supposed to end it. I'm just caught up in getting it thinner. Let me get it thinner first. I wasn't able to finish this, so I'll finish it on the next live stream. How's that? Yeah, that little ash pocket or whatever they call it messed me up. So I'm afraid to nap into that area with that ash or whatever it's called. Hey, Rockin' Pop's Adventures came in at the last minute. You guys, it's already over. The live stream is over. Yeah. I'm supposed to end it at 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's already 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. But I'm going a little bit over just so I can get some of this thinned down now that I'm here and I'm in the mood to thin it down, and I kind of understand what the problems are. It's better that I do it right now than later. Especially on the tip here where I've got that weird mess. Stay the course and finish it live. Yeah, I can do that, but I've got an auction that I've got to watch and announce the winners at 9. I got to watch the auction. Otherwise, I would continue. Yeah. I've done 2.5 hour live streams before. I just don't want to do that this time because I got the auction. My auctions are just videos where I post some of my stuff that I sell, and then people bid in the comment section. In case you were wondering. I don't think I can do any better than that tonight. Let's see. Just run some long flakes. I can try to run some long flakes along the tip there. I'm opportunistic in my knapping. So I don't prepare the edges perfectly. I just grind off the delicate areas and take opportunistic flakes. Yep. We have 218 people, and they stick around when I'm napping. Yeah, that's why I haven't lost them. But if I start to look at the chat, they go away. What is it? What's going on in there? Flint Snapper, I missed the live stream watching yesterday's live stream. Poked says, I thought you'd start at 6 MST, Mountain Standard Time. No, it's 6 p.m. Eastern. How can you think that it's mountain time? I don't live in the mountains, dude. I live in Vermont, which is kind of in the mountains, but they're not real mountains. It's 6. I start the live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern. And you can just ask Google. Hey Google, what time is it my time when it's 6 p.m. Eastern? And it'll tell you. In your case, if it's mountain time, it's like 3 hours difference or something. Or 2 hours difference. I don't know. All right, so one more little pass, and I'll be done with this tip. Hopefully. What do we got here? Mojo Mountain says, you can only keep these Gen Z people interested as long as something is happening. Yeah, that is true. But it's got to be the right thing happening, because they'll go, dude, it's lame. What's going on here? It's so lame. I'll see you later. I want to see people slipping on ice and and doing fails, dude. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, if you want to see fails, you're kind of in the right place, but not really. These fails are not on purpose, and they're not for your entertainment. You know, napping is kind of like self-inflicted suffering, but not in the way that you think. It's self-inflicted suffering because the result ends up being really nice. I nap for the result. I'm not here for the journey, and I'm not here to show off the fails for clicks. Okay? Dang it, dude. I wanted to see the fails for clicks. I'll see you later. Yep, see you later. No worries. I'm cleaning this up. Hold on a second. I'm trying my best. I don't know if I like this particular piece. It's giving me trouble. It doesn't want to be nice and neat. It ends up being wonky. Yeah. I can run long flakes with pressure on this, but then it gets what I call too flakery. Too many flakes. I like to see a lot of big bold flakes, but I might not be able to get it done with this particular piece. There's still lumpy areas. Like right here, I need to get rid of that lump, but I'll need to grind these sides a lot. Yeah. And it might not work. I need to take material off of both sides. Let's just try a couple more flakes. I want to get rid of that lump right here. There's always a way to make a fail into a win. Yeah, that is true. You can make a fail into a win, especially if it increases your monetization. Yeah, that's a win. Back in the old YouTube days, I watched a guy jump into a pile of cactus for clicks. Yeah, he turned that fail into a big win because I think he had over 1 million views by jumping into a pile of cactus. And I mean, with just shorts on, no shirt, and no socks or shoes. It's still, to this day, that must have been like 15 years ago. To this day, I still can't get that out of my head. That must have been completely miserable getting all that cactus out of his skin, all those cactus spines. My goodness. And then I would see people dangling off of bridges for clicks. Yeah. All right. Back in the old days, I don't know if they still do that. I haven't looked at videos like that, or looked for videos like that. All right, so it's starting to dive in. See that? It's a bad step fracture right there. That's not good. So I'm reaching the limit of my thinning ability, both because my ability is not infinite, and also it's getting too flat to thin it down. See how that ended up being crunchy in the middle? Yeah, unfortunately. But I did manage to get the lump out. Yeah, so that's good enough for this video. I'll finish it out on another live stream. We'll have to wait, and some of you might have anxiety that there's a step fracture right there, but I'm going to wait till the next video to see if I can remove it from the other side. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was not a Jackass episode when I saw that guy. It was just a guy. And just a random guy jumping into a pile of cactus. Back in the old YouTube days, they were just random guys. There were no big channels at that time. Not like Mr. Beast or Jackass or anything like that. There was no big channels. They were just random people doing random things. Yeah. I can't get some of that stuff out of my mind. All right. That's good enough. I am going to finish on a different live stream and make that one. I am going to do that. And it'll be available in the auction if I don't break it. Mojo Mountain says, yeah, he was sorry when his friends had to pull those thorns out. Yeah, he has thorns all over, including in various spots that you don't want to talk about. Yeah. The doctor bills are probably more money than the money he got for those clicks. That's ridiculous. Anyways, let's see. I'll put this here just so you can see. Look how close I came to the size. Oops. It's still bigger than the one in the book. These are actual size artifacts or photos of artifacts. All right. And if you want to know what the name of the book is, you can just ask in the chat. Maybe someone will answer. I'll try to look for some music to play next time. I looked for some today, but I ran out of time. Let's see. Poked says, not me. I consider myself lucky for the chance to watch you work, man. Thank you so much for doing what you do for us. Even though 3/4 of these guys are just pretending to be part of it. Thank you, thank you. Sal left the house. I live in Maryland. What part are you from? I'm from Dorchester County. Who are you talking to, Keith? So we're making an arrowhead? Yes. We were trying to. Come on. Let's see. I've met so many people from Vermont, says Pont XO81. Yeah, I've only been living here for a couple years. I'm living in my dad's old house. When he passed away, I just stayed. I took care of him for about a year before he passed. Now I'm living in Vermont permanently. I got divorced and I'm on my own. Jim Cooper says there's some gold sheen in this. Is there gold sheen? I don't know. Maybe. I don't see any gold sheen, but I could be missing it. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm gonna end the live stream here in a few minutes. I am going to finish this on another live stream. I got the next live stream coming up on Wednesday. Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And Eastern does not mean Central Time. And Eastern does not mean Mountain Time. And Eastern does not mean Pacific Time. It's different. The heater doesn't bother you, Mr. Jim? That's good. Marty says we're at 9 degrees here at home, Patrick. 9 degrees in North Dakota. Let's see. Can you start a fire with this obsidian? Well, it doesn't really work all that great. But if you have like a the fire steel. Do I have my fire steel? You can create sparks, but it doesn't work that great. Obsidian is not something that you can use easily to create sparks. I don't even know if it works that well. But it depends on the obsidian. Jim Main says, thanks for the leasing and live stream, Patrick. I hope everyone has a great evening. Yep, everyone have a great evening. Oops. Are there any websites that would appreciate artifact photos for study? Flint Snapper. Are there any websites that would appreciate artifact photos for study? Yeah, just look at or try to find a magazine called Texas Cash magazine. They take submissions, I think. Let me see if I can find it. I feel what I'm doing if I click the wrong thing. I don't want everyone to freak out. See, if you contact these people, Texas Cash magazine, I think they take submissions, artifact photos. Okay, that's one that I know of. I don't know about anybody else. I'm sure there are many others. All right, everyone's saying good night, which is good. I'm going to end the live stream here. I will announce the winners of the auction tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And Eastern does not mean Central. Blah blah blah. Opportunistic says, "Do you miss the stone stores having knapping materials in bins?" I've never been to one that had knapping materials in the bins. I've been to landscape supply yards that have knapping materials in big, huge, gigantic piles. I miss that because I could just go down it only was like 15 minutes from my house, that landscaping yard, and I could pick up what they call bull gravel for like $8 for a 5-gallon bucket. And then I'd come home and heat treat that stuff, and it'd be great. Let's see. Yep, good night, everybody. I'm going to end the live stream here in a minute. Checking. I'm just checking. Yep. No. Everybody that's new, if I make fun of you, it's not because I don't like you, it's because I like making fun of people. Let me see. Where did the guy go that was talking about the obsidian tomahawks? He thought I was scared to look it up. He has no idea what he's talking about. Let me see. Okay, I think that's it. I've tried to find any questions and I can't see any. Oh yeah, what about moss opal? I don't have any moss opal. I've got opal, but I don't know if it's of the type you're thinking about. Jim says, my favorite rock shop has an entire section dedicated to flint knappers, huge bins of various materials from all over the world. Well, that's a good rock shop. Most of the rock shops I've been to, like 9 times out of 10, they're lame. Very lame. All right. Got any bedrock? I don't know what these things mean, dudes. I have a tomahawk. Mojo Mountain says, I have a tomahawk head my grandfather bought from a man over 70 years ago. He bought it? What does it look like? Anyways, you tell me later. You can also put pictures in my community section of my channel. If you go to my channel and visit community, you can post pictures in my community. It says, what's on your mind? You can post pictures in there, just like Jesse did not too long ago. See, you can post up to 10 pictures. So if your dad bought a tomahawk or your grandfather did or whatever, you can just take a picture of it and post it in my community section. And so we can all see what you're talking about. See, Jim Main posted something. See, these guys that have been subscribers to my channel and loyal followers, they know that they can post stuff. And believe it or not, you can do the same thing. Yeah. Okay, these are all from other people, except there's a few that I put up in there. But most of these posts are from other guys in my community section of the channel. All right? Okay, we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you on Wednesday, if not sooner. All right? Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next live stream. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.